At this time, we're going to go to 9.0, which is honors and achievements, and Dr. Little will step down and present certificates. Okay. Honorees, this is the most exciting part of the board meeting. So honorees, when we call your names, come stand with Dr. Little. We celebrate successes of many kinds during the honors and achievements portion of our monthly board meeting. We recognize students who've won first, second, or third place national level awards and first place state level awards, the significant achievements of our employees, and the contributions of our business partners and community organizations. Tonight's honorees include a Russian Scholar Laureate, Volleyball All-Stars, multiple grant award winners, and award-winning yearbook staffs, just to name a few. We feature all of our honorees in a newsletter called Proof Positive. Looks like this. If you did not pick one up when you signed in tonight, please do so on your way out. Proof Positive makes a great keepsake for our honorees and for their families, and you are welcome to take an extra copy home for family members who could not attend tonight. Audience, you need to know that we will recognize our honorees in a different order than you see in Proof Positive. If you try to follow along in the newsletter, you may need to skip back and forth from page to page. Excuse me. And finally, we ask that you please stay until we finish recognizing all of tonight's award recipients, and I promise at that time we will take a short break and let you slide out and make those Christmas cookies and decorate those trees and wrap those presents.
Or you could stay.
Or yes, or you can stay with us. In order to accommodate our youngest honorees and their families, once we finish the awards program, we will allow you to slip out. I already said that, sorry about that. So we're going to start with our American Council of Teachers of Russian Scholar Laureates. We start tonight with Lexington High School senior Paul Kim. Is Paul here? Well, let me tell you about Paul, and let me just go ahead and show you. He's the front page of our little Proof Positive. So there he is. In recognition of his outstanding comprehension of the Russian language, Paul now holds the title of Russian Scholar Laureate. This recognition comes from the American Council of Teachers of Russian after teachers nominate their outstanding students of Russian. Paul won 2 gold medals last year for his Russian language proficiency, first in the National Russian Essay Contest, followed by a second medal at the Actor Olympiada of Spoken Russian. Congratulations, Paul, on this latest achievement. Each year about this time, we recognize fall sports. First, let's bring up 3 North-South football all-stars, Darius Bell and Jacob Burgess from Gilbert High. Are Darius and Jacob here? Oh, great. Come on down. And George Storm from Pillion High School. And there's George. In recognition of their outstanding season play, these athletes received invitations to the annual North-South All-Star Game. For Gilbert High School football, Darius finished the year with 96 tackles, 8 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Protecting the Gilbert quarterback, Jacob's performance as a lineman graded 90% this season with 45 pancake blocks. Behind their leadership, the Indians made it to the second round of the 3A playoffs. At Pillion High, playing at linebacker, tight end, and halfback for the Panthers, George helped lead Pillion into the first round of the 3A playoffs. He recorded 54 tackles and 1 sack on defense. He also made 5 catches for 59 yards and 1 touchdown on offense. The North-South All-Star Game took place this past weekend and showcased our best of the best. Congratulations, young men. Our next North-South All-Stars led their respective teams to win this season on the volleyball court. Selected by the South Carolina Coaches Association of Women's Sports, these players made a significant impact on and off the court. From Lexington High, team members Janie Mosier and Maggie Sally played for the 4A, 5A South team. Are Janie and Maggie here? Come on down. For LHS, Maggie finished her high school career with 369 digs, 35 aces, 342 kills, and 36 blocks in 44 matches. Janie finished with 55 assists, 298 digs, 41 aces, and 3 kills. So let's just stop right there and give her a little round of applause. That's great. Next, we'd like to call up Pelion High's Madison Nicholson, who played for the 1A, 2A, 3A South team. Is Madison here? There she is. A mainstay on the Panthers volleyball team, Madison ended her career with 514 assists, 365 digs, 114 aces, and 76 kills during her career at Pelion High School. She also served as captain this year. All 3 of these all-star players played in all-star matches held on November 17th at Erskine College. Congratulations to these young ladies. Okay, next we recognize students behind 2 of last year's award-winning yearbooks. Both Pleasant Hill Middle and River Bluff High received the South Carolina Scholastic Press Association's highest honor, the Palmetto Award for their 2017-2018 yearbooks. The students who created the Palmetto Award Class 1 award-winning yearbook at Pleasant Hill Middle last year now attend Lexington and River Bluff High Schools. They include Lexington High's Trinity Bullock, Noelle Berman, and if you're here, come on down, Meredith Cook, Xander Jeffcoat, Layla Kennedy, Caitlin McCormick, Shelby Massaros, I think I said that right, Emily Montgomery, Braden Myers, Samantha Otto, Perry Rouillard, and Emily Walker, as well as River Bluff High's Carissa Mahias. Pleasant Hill Middle School won the Palmetto Award in Class 1 for their yearbook entitled In the Moment. So we're going to pause here for a photograph with this staff.
Come on, y'all are in the yearbook. You should know how to do this.
While they're getting their picture made, let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, great. Way to go. River Bluff High's 2017-2018 yearbook, The Tributary, featured the theme Greater Than and won the Palmetto Award in Class 4. The winning annual staff members from River Bluff High include Jada Allred, Emily Antolic, Brooke Benefield, Hannah Brazil, Anna Brown, they here? Great. Sophie Burnett, Lauren Chappell, Elena Deeney, William Dora, Olivia Farrar, Abigail Gunter, Jonathan Ross, Aaron Tucker, Elijah Zamora, as well as the current Lexington High School student, Jessica Powell. We salute these 2 groups for creatively capturing a year's worth of memories for all to enjoy, and let's now recognize the River Bluff High yearbook staff. Going back to football for our next award, we have a student trainer to recognize. Would Pelion High senior Dalton Bird come forward? Is Dalton here? There he is. A diligent student in Pelion High's sports medicine program, Dalton received an invitation to work as a student athletic trainer at the Shrine Bowl of the Carolinas. Organizers honor only 2 students from South Carolina each year. I want y'all to hear that. It's only 2 from the whole state. with an invitation to assist the game's athletic trainers and players on the field. Dalton's invitation marks the third time that SCATA recognized a Pillion High sports medicine program athletic trainer at the Shrine Bowl. Congratulations, Dalton. Boy, we're really changing around now. We wrap up our student recognition with a gold medalist. This fall, River Bluff High's Rowan Nath completed on Team USA at the World Traditional Karate Do Federation Championship. Did I say that right? Okay, good. A committed student of karate since the age of 5, Rohan won a gold and silver medal at the international competition held in Canada. He went all the way to Canada. He won his gold medal in kata, an event with detailed choreographed patterns of movements, and his silver medal in kogo kumite, I guess I'm pronouncing it right. Thank you. Control fighting between 2 competitors. Rowan earned a trip to the international competition after qualifying at nationals this summer, where he also won a gold and silver medal. Let's congratulate him on representing us abroad. Okay, we're now going to head outdoors for our next award. Would River Bluff High science teacher Amy Price come forward? Is Amy here? Yeah, she's all the way in the back. Mrs. Price won an invasive species program grant from Clemson University that allows her students to study insects in the world around them. The grant included 40 book bags containing notebooks, field guides, digital cameras, vests, calculators, binoculars, insect collection kits, insect ID guides, and water bottles. These supplies allow students to catalog their findings, much like the researchers at Clemson University. Thank you, Mrs. Price, for seeking out this particular opportunity for your students. That's great. Online donors made projects possible for several of our teachers this year. Through the online giving platform DonorsChoose.org, educators can post funding requests for specific items such as books, storage containers, and even musical instruments. Tonight, we recognize the following teachers with fully funded projects. At Carolina Springs Elementary, we want to recognize Deborah Garrett, Alicia Jenko, Jennifer Henriksen, and Catherine Winter. Are they here? There they are. We'd also like to recognize Carolina Springs Middle School's Audrey Coleman, Anna Faust, Cassandra Gordon, Vitka Mason, Angela Nesmith, and Jennifer Simmons. Here they come. And at Deerfield Elementary, we have Miss Samantha Johnston. At Gilbert Primary, we have Sarah Burgess, Elizabeth Chandler, and Jennifer Duke. At Lexington High, we have Maggie Donaldson. At Meadow Glen Elementary, we have Casey Davis. From Midway Elementary, we have Catherine Zalm. At New Providence Elementary, we have Kay Derrick. At Pleasant Hill Elementary, we have Michelle Osterhout. At Rocky Creek Elementary, we have Alicia Clamp. Saxagatha Elementary, we have Haley Bolchus. Examples of their funded projects include covering field trip costs and purchasing student-friendly camping supplies to create an outdoor learning space. And we want to thank each of you who took the time to pursue these money offerings. And we'd also like to thank the people that donated them to our students. So thank you, teachers, for making this happen. Yeah, thank you. We're now going to move back to the Shrine Bowl, but instead of students, we're going to recognize coaches. So we recognize 3 Lexington District 1 coaches tonight. Gilbert High's Chad Leapart. Is Coach Leapart here? Right there on the front row. Pelion High's David Smith. They both served as assistant coaches for the South team during the North-South All-Star Game. Pelion High's Kenneth Tucker. Is Mr. Tucker here? Great. Coached the Shrine Bowl South team as an assistant coach. Game organizers base their selection of coaches on leadership and season performance. During the 2018 season, all 3 coaches saw their teams make it to the 3A playoffs and sent senior all-stars to the North-South All-Star Game. And I can personally say it was a great year. You guys had a great year, so thank you. Okay, perhaps our next guest brought back a special guest with her, or perhaps she may have left him back at Midway Elementary. 4th grade teacher Laura Locklear won a Pets in the Classroom grant from national retailer Petco. With the grant, she purchased a bearded dragon named Orion for her classroom, along with supplies for Orion's care and feeding. Orion helps engage students as they gain real-life learning across content areas by studying his particular species. So congratulations to Laura. Is she here? I think she's home. I think she's keeping the Orion company. Okay, now we're going to go to Principal of the Year. The South Carolina Art Education Association recently honored 2 Lexington District 1 educators with their top awards. Congratulations to White Knoll Elementary Principal Nicole Mitchell. I think I saw her earlier. Is she here? There she is. She won Outstanding Principal of the Year, and Lexington High art teacher Candace Cannon won the Secondary Art Educator of the Year award. Is Candace here? These awards honor educators who support art education in their school, increase public awareness of the importance of quality art education, and set high standards for quality art education. As an administrator and veteran teacher in the Midlands, Principal Mitchell joined the district in 2016. Prior to joining the district, she served as principal at 2 schools in another district. An educator for 13 years, Ms. Cannon teaches Photography 1 and 2, Art 4 Honors, and AP Studio Art. We want to thank both of you for supporting the arts. No matter the final score of the Carolina-Clemson game, Gilbert Primary came out the winner. 4-year-old kindergarten teacher Mandy Grigsby won $500 from the South Carolina Department of Education's Read Your Way to the Big Game contest, which provides reading incentives for students and teachers leading up to the big game. From more than 50,000 entries, Miss Grigsby won funds to purchase books for shared reading, along with boogie board tablets for interactive writing. Congratulations, that's great. Now we welcome teachers from Deerfield Elementary. As a German partial immersion school, Deerfield joined a prestigious network of school teaching students STEM and German simultaneously. The nation's only elementary school in the POSH initiative, a network of more than 2,000 schools that promote the study of German, Deerfield received an invitation to pilot a digital Kinder University. Only 12 other schools in the country received an invitation to join this global network. Students enroll digitally in the Kinder University and explore different scientific areas while learning German in a fun, playful way. Staff members who made this possible include Cindy Brazel, Callison Coggins, are they here? Jessica Dillon, Kinga Easter, Berta Fretwell, Pamela Hutchinson, Tanya Jeffrey, Kelly Poles, Cherie Thompson, Tanya Ward, and Nicole Willis. Congratulations, Principal Malone, staff, and students on this wonderful achievement. Now we're going to recognize some recipients of our Safety, Security, and Risk Control grants, represented by Chief Operations Officer Jeff Salters and Safety and Emergency Services Director Chris Ellisor and Safety and Emergency Services Coordinator Sean Spivey. The Operations Office received 2 grants designed to improve the safety of students and staff. The first grant, a South Carolina Department of Education School Safety Infrastructure Grant totaling $60,000, allows the district to purchase communication upgrades for use throughout the district. The second grant, one from the South Carolina School Board's Insurance Trust 2018-2019 Risk Control Grant Program, total more than $68,000. The district used this grant to install keyless door locks at several schools, offer safety training programs, and even purchase step stools to help teachers hang material in hallways and classrooms. And if I may take a point of privilege, Mr. Salters, will you tell a little bit more about both of these gentlemen and their past histories so people will understand why we have them working with our district now?
Sure, we're very blessed to have 2 former law enforcement officers in the district working for us. Mr. Spivey worked for Lexington County Sheriff's Department, and Mr. Ellisor was with the town of Lexington. Both very savvy in investigations and dealing with safety and emergency services. So we're very blessed to have them with us.
Thank you. We want to thank all 3 of you for this. A few more grants, this time from the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. Meadow Glen Elementary, Midway Elementary, and River Bluff High Schools received grant funding to support their efforts to reduce waste and pollution. Winners include Midway Elementary and River Bluff High. Meadow Glen, represented by Shannon Fry, Jeannie McKinney, and Deborah Vernon, received a $2,000 Champions of the Environment grant for growing 21st century skills through environmental advocacy, using recycled milk cartons to improve growing condition in a raised bed garden. Third graders designed and decorated recycled cafeteria cans and learned about improving air quality by potting air quality plants into the recycled cans. Fifth graders, meanwhile, made soil observations and recorded their observations on soil purchase recommendations. Midway Elementary, represented by Jason Trice, and River Bluff High, represented by Amy Price, both received DHEC recycling education grants. With their $1,500, Midway purchased composting bins and supplies, as well as a small refrigerator where individuals can donate unwanted milk, yogurt, and cheese for others to enjoy. At River Bluff, the schools installed 2 chewing gum recycling containers where students can send chewed gum. I know. Oh, yeah, that's gross. I don't know if you heard her. She said, "Oh, yes, it's gross." Okay, let me start over so everybody can hear this. At River Bluff, the school installs 2 chewing gum recycling containers where students can send chewed gum to TerraCycle, a private recycling company that recycles the chewed gum into rain boots and rubber soles. Now that is unique. So I didn't either. So thank you for showing our students exciting ways to go green.
Jason.
I'm just glad they didn't turn their chewing gum into more chewing gum.
Yes. Okay. Food Service and Nutrition Director Sally Nicholson applied for a grant for White Knoll High School that gives students a second chance for breakfast. Thanks to a $5,000 grant from the Dairy Alliance, the school will serve food in the hallway upstairs and in the hallway downstairs between first and second period. Food Service purchased 2 mobile carts and supplies to make this possible with grant funding. I can see some teenage boys who are really growing love this. Get to have a meal about every hour. So thank you, Ms. Nicholson. Okay, sticking to the cafeteria for our next recognition, we celebrate the food service managers at our schools. Under their leadership, all our schools receive certification from the United States Department of Agriculture's Healthier U.S. School Challenge for encouraging health and wellness by promoting nutrition and physical activity. First, let's bring up our gold certification winning school, Forts Pond Elementary. Janet Callahan represents Forts Pond. Six of our schools receive silver certification. They are Gilbert Middle, represented by Gina Pugh. Is Miss Pugh here? Gilbert Primary, represented by Jackie Roof. Here she comes, and here they come. Lake Murray Elementary, represented by Rebecca Boone. Pillion High, represented by Melinda Wainwright. Pillion Middle, represented by Teresa Beckleheimer. And Red Bank Elementary, represented by Elise McCleary. And these are our Silver Award winners. And I just want to go on record for saying these ladies and their staffs, they produce hundreds and hundreds of school meals twice a day. They do breakfast and lunch, and they are feeding our children and keeping them healthy, and we really appreciate them. Yeah, thank you. Our bronze certification schools include Carolina Springs Elementary, represented by Deanna Weed, Carolina Springs Middle, represented by Angela Furtick, Deerfield Elementary, represented by Teresa Grimsley, Gilbert Elementary, represented by Lanicha Sheely, and Gilbert High, represented by Renee Ritter, and Lexington Elementary, represented by Pam Davis. We got a lot on this list, so we'll keep going. Lexington High, represented by Krista Heinlein. Lexington Middle, represented by Holly Chaplin. Meadow Glen Elementary, represented by Victoria Jenkins. Meadow Glen Middle, represented by Sandy Merck. Midway Elementary, represented by Jason Trice. New Providence Elementary, represented by Erica Wilson. Oak Grove Elementary, represented by Cindy Belk. Pillion Elementary, represented by Snoo Snively. Pleasant Hill Elementary, represented by Karen Lohman. Pleasant Hill Middle, represented by Kim Girton. River Bluff High, represented by Dorothy Roberts. Rocky Creek Elementary, represented by Cindy Nichols. Saxagatha Elementary, represented by Judy Garrity. White Knoll Elementary, represented by Paige Porter. White Knoll High, represented by Kelly Blevins. White Knoll Middle, represented by Denise Todd. Let me tell you some more about this award while this group gets their picture made. The USDA gives this achievement to food service programs that provide training for food service staff, promote nutrition education for children and their parents, and encourage nutritious food choices and physical activity. And I would like to ask the board, let's all stand, because this staff, they don't come that often to our meetings, and they do a yeoman's job every single day. I wish Bert Dooley was still on the board because he just salivates over some meal with vegetable soup, homemade rolls, and peanut butter sandwiches, which I know you're probably not allowed to serve any of that these days. But if you ever ask him, I think that was his favorite meal of his life. Okay, we have a special guest we're going to invite to the front. Would Jacob Millman come forward? And this is a neat thing. And look at all these badges. Congratulations, Jacob. Jacob is a student at South Carolina Connections Academy who decided to help other students in Lexington County with his Eagle Scout project. He created sensory kits for all Lexington District 1 schools and delivered them personally to each principal. Items in the kit included small toys and games, which can calm a student with autism or a student experiencing a stressful situation. Jacob purchased the items, assembled the kits, and made sure each school had the right amount based on their need. And as I said earlier, this is part of Jacob's Eagle Scout project. And I think, Dr. Little, I believe you're an Eagle Scout, aren't you?
Not his Eagle Scout, though. I didn't have nearly the merit badges. He has 101 merit badges.
Oh. So we just want to thank you, Jacob, and we want to salute you for all your endeavors. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time tonight to help us recognize the many honors and achievements of our students and staff and the many generous contributions of our local businesses and community. We absolutely love to share all of this good news with each of you. Honorees, when you leave the meeting, remember to head to your left and into the lobby where a member of the communications office will help you find your certificate. Now, just as I promised, you are welcome to stay, as Miss Green encouraged all of you to stay. Or you can head home and enjoy your winter break and your Christmas holiday. Thank you so much.